Alright guys, this is Black Dragon, bringing you the Team Story Cup 2013. The first game we had Liquid Hero dropping the Sage. A very, very good Stargate play by Sage. Electing to go the barcode name over here down at the bottom left in the blue. But in the top left he's going against Liquid Zenio, no push over. We do have, first game, Sage had some really nice Stargate play, using it almost adaptively. Starting Void Rays to counter the early Blink pressure, and then moving into Oracle to harass Hero, forcing him to split his Blink Stalker army apart, which made it very hard for him to harass on that map. Down over here, though, this map, we have a nice big map, lots of expansions. There are also lots of choke points, though. At the same time, though, these little spots over here, very good scouting positions for the Zerg. If you can get this early Overlord up, once he knows the position, he can get it perfectly right here and have almost like a free uncontested scout of that natural, which is so important in this matchup, because the gas of the toss will almost dictate the exact build it's going. It, or he, or she. We won't be sexist here, it's okay. Alright, Zenio just start his very standard 14 pool? No, this was not. Shame on me. Was this a 7 pull? He's going for some very early pressure. Very all-in. Unfortunately, we do not have a Forge Fast Expand, and this will be scouted instantly. Reaction should go down right away. Follow-up Gateway. Cybernetics Core. No, doesn't have the gas for it. We'll throw on the Gateway. Slight lead by the Protoss at this point. Going over to Income, though, you do have an 8-worker lead, though, so he's got to do significant damage with this. But I say even, because the tech is going to be delayed. No, it is a Cybernetics Core, so this is the best position he could be in. And it's going to get stopped cold right here. Can't do anything to that one Zealot. Can't get the surround on it. Going to try to harass back and forth, but unfortunately, Zenio just put himself in a really tough spot right now. I like the build. Cats does do this a lot. Also on route, but the problem you have is if he does not the norm, he goes for this one gate, and you're seeing this come out of Protoss more often now. They want to challenge the Zerg to play more reactive instead of going into that quick 3 base. And now Zenio finds himself in a very bad position. Still doesn't have the expansion down. Not the worst thing in the world. You still want to be up 1 base on a Protoss opponent, and I'd have to say the most important, though, is that natural expansion. The larva production is going to be huge if he goes into any type of 4-gate play. I want to say he could almost finish him off right here. The good thing he did keep those Zerglings alive. Yeah, the problem, though, with that is, even against the Forge Fast Expand, it can be shut down pretty easily, because right now, Zenio's going to try to catch up in drones, going to have to get his expansion down, going to have to stop any pressure. 3 things that are all almost polar opposites in terms of larva production. So startedlings, but now moving into this mid-game, they're slowlings. They can't really do anything. He's going to have to fall back and rely on the defense and production of larva, which he doesn't have either. So going for the early all-in just puts you in a very bad position. Do you like the micro over here, deciding to turn this into an extractor as well? Queen on the high ground, able to pick off some damage. Tons of links coming in, which is actually tons of missed drone production. It's a nice round off going here, but you'd rather overproduce than underproduce. There's the recall. Did do what he had to do, which was to produce, force that link production. We do have 5 more in the works, though. But Nexus almost down. Triple gateway being thrown down. I have to be almost positive he's going to turn this into a 4-gate pressure. Yeah, no, it's a good build, though. I like the aggressiveness, but the unfortunate part is if he gets a nice run in here with the speedlings. Able to take out a sentry. That's huge. Take out some workers as well. Going to get up into the main. No, it is blocked off wisely, but he's going to go ahead and put a lot of pressure on here. Try to run in. No space there. Let's have quite a few lings in. Oh, he can take out the pylon. That'd be pretty huge as well. down to a 7 drone deficit at this point. More importantly, he's delaying that second and third gas. If he can take the pylon out, it's going to be really huge because it does have two of those gateways are now powered down. Just picking off probes as they come out, or warhounds, however you want to say that. And I am sorry if this freaking StarCraft wants to just randomly turn the music up for no reason at all. I think he tries to shut me up. If I start talking, it's just like, no, turn it up. He speaks nonsense. Alright, he did pull off of the gas production wisely because he's got no place to really put it right down. He needs to get a fast third down. Sage, though, again, really good about having these spotters for the third timing because he can know exactly what his opponent's doing. Lots of pressure going on. In the interim, though, what's the thing? Kind of the same deficit he was in before. Still doesn't have a third down. Now, unfortunately, when this pylon finishes, he can go into full 4-gate pressure, which is going to force even more lings out of Zenio. And it's a really awkward spot now because if he throws down the expansion like right now, that means he's pulling larvae and not building workers, which he's behind on. And he's got to still gauge this army and see what it's doing because if he goes into some kind of very aggressive play, Zenio just dies at this point because he's got, I think, 18 lings, which will do nothing against, all these sentries with their force field energy up as well. I'll say this army right here almost could even possibly kill that. Following it up with some more warp and zealots, yeah, this is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to force more production. And as you see, he did go for that third, so now having to pull some larvae, electing to spend it on lings, though, because he knows what's coming. Oh, and I thought he had an opening. No. Very solid fundamentals by Sage, preventing any type of counterattack. Roach Warren's late, not going to be finished in time. Still trying to go for the counterattack, not there. Has to turn around. Sage, a very good position. Not even a mothership core. Going to go ahead and throw down the proxy pylon right in vision. There's a mothership core. Pylon on the high ground. Can go ahead and force a cancel. It's a lot of wasted time right there. Just have a lot of speedlings. 4 more in production. Up to a total of 43 lings. Still doesn't have a supply lead, though. Queen going to get taken out here fairly easily. You have a spine crawler do some damage, but it's going to get focused very, very easily. The best it's doing is delaying the march, which still comes up about a half a second later. Has to get a good surround. Can't too many sentries with full energy, and the mothership core constantly raining down damage. AoE over everything. There's time warp as well, rendering those speedlings worthless. Going to work on these drones, taking out so much. He's down to 10, 11 worker deficit now. Still doesn't have his third down. Proxy pylons everywhere. Mothership core still going to work, up to 15 kills at the rank of master as well. Sentries still have lots of energy to spare. Time warp's going out everywhere, making these newly spawned roaches just about worthless, getting 1 attack every 2 seconds. Not in a good position. Right now, Zenio pushing all in to try to stop this push. Does he have enough? Yes, he does, and there's a mass recall. And that has made this matchup so different. Maximum damage, 0 loss for the Protoss. That's been their weakness, is having to overcommit. Once they're there in the base, they have to commit. With this mothership core, though, they don't have to now. They can do all that damage and go back and just start macroing again. And you've got nearly a 20-worker lead at this point. Not really sure. Nice, very significant supply block, though. Gonna delay any type of follow-up attack for quite a bit. But, knowing the third timing, Sage can really just sit here and just macro like a boss for about 3-4 minutes and just push again. And the pushes are just going to get more and more scary. And how important is this mothership core right now? I mean, my goodness, it can just sit here and pick off units all day. There's no way you can punish this. So delayed in tech right now. Now I'm losing a ton of lings there, and another bad trade. Mothership core focusing the very, very, very slow roaches. And you gotta ask yourself, these when-based timings, while they're cute and they're fancy, where does it leave you the rest of the game? Is it worth playing behind, as you're seeing Zenio do the entire game, whereas if you had the Stefano style, He'd be maxed out right now, and we maybe would have a completely different game. This whole thing was just a reaction from Sage. Now he can do whatever he wants now. He could honestly build everything. Third base up. The fact that it's close to supply means that Zenio, with his losses, is not building drones, which if we go to income, yeah, he's still fairly far behind. This is just tough. Anytime, yeah, there's a good game. 7 pull, early pull not working out. Sage will go on to, with the moment, we'll have a possible all kill.